Hi, welcome to the Gen X Glam and Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know there are a lot of choices out there, and you stopped by. You were scrolling. We're all scrolling, but you stopped. You stopped and you're hanging out. Thank you so much. I have a lot to get into today. I have a lot of updates for those of you who are tracking my channel. If you're new to my channel, just welcome, buckle up, and try to follow along because a little bit uncut here at the Gen X Glam and Gab channel. Do a lot of gab, and sometimes I gab really fast. So just, like I said, just buckle up. All right, let's start with some skincare. I got so many updates. First of all, for those of you who are tracking my channel, it's probably been about, I don't know, a little over a week since I've been filming, which is not good, My OGers, man, my numbers are down. My numbers are down because you know it. When I was in Canada, I was a mom in the basement. I had my suite set up. I could get ready with everybody before we went to work, and it was fantastic. Then I hopped over the ocean, been living here in Stockholm now going on, I don't know, 7 or 8 months, and I'm in a different time zone than my friends, and the numbers are down. So please, if you're new to the channel, please stick around, please come back, please subscribe. Everyone, please share, because I would really like to get the numbers up. I know it's just a hobby. I know it is. And I know it is. But I would like the accomplishment. And it's been a couple years. I would like to get my watch hours up to the 4,000, which is the milestone. Yes, it's the milestone for monetization, but I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the accomplishments. I'm extremely competitive. I've been at this training for a couple of years, and yeah, I think that the move over the ocean did not do me any favors. Anyway, let's get into it. We got to get the skincare down. Listen. Oh, no, you wanted the skin update. Yeah, see what I mean? You got to buckle up. So the last time I filmed, I was showing everyone the two areas on my face where I had moles removed. Completely elective, I selectively elected to have one removed right here because it's just like these awkward spaces where I tend to like do that. And then one of these is like a pimple. I'm trying to think. I can't even tell which one of these two marks is where the mole. This one was particularly annoying. It's right here. It's this one because it was raised and it was getting bigger, and it's another place where I'm doing one of these numbers. That right there, I think that's a blemish. Man, I could be breaking out. I'm on my way to get my nails done, so I wanted to pop on before I did that. I made myself wait an extra week because I just haven't had time, but man, I got some massive grow out. But have not gotten sick of the color. So there's two things, right? If you're out there, if you know, you know, like you either get sick of the color or you're just sick of the grow out so much that you're just like, gotta go. I didn't get sick of the color, but now I'm starting to like, they're too long, gotta get them cut. They're getting in my way. So I'm headed out to do that. I want to have super nice nails when I do my video tomorrow, where I'm going to do a show and tell of this epic giveaway. I have been squirreling away. Oh man, now the bag's so far from me. I meant to grab the bag before I started this video. If you're new to the channel, this is the uncut part, right? I don't edit. I do not edit. So I have to, every once in a while, go out of the frame here because, you know, I drop things too. I often drop things. So this is my overflow. I don't even have room on my glam station. Boy, I miss the setup I had in Canada. Huge table where I could reach so much. This is part of this epic giveaway I'm working on. If you're tracking my channel, the thought was when I get 500 views in a video, but I'm upping the stakes, my friends, because we have to up the stakes. I'm going to give it away, okay? I'm going to give it away, but I'm upping the stakes to 1,000 views. And I have gotten 1,000 views before in the lifetime of the channel. And we are going to get to the skincare. I am going to get going, but this is the gab part of the channel. So this is really heavy. I can't believe I just caught that. I chock-a-blocked it full. This is a new bag. It's from a shop that I'm going to talk about called Normal. That's the name of the store. It's called Normal. And I bought 2 of these. This Normal store is here in Stockholm. I saw it after I got done at the dentist last week. And it's in this like shopping mall strip. And I've never gone in it before, but I've seen it. It's reminded me of Flying Tiger, Copenhagen Flying Tiger. I don't know if they have those in the States. It's like a kitschy, very elevated. I wouldn't even put it in the category of a dollar store, but kind of, you know, in Europe, they do have dollar stores and they're pretty junky. But the Flying Tiger Copenhagen shop is kind of like high-end dollar store, and this is what the normal was. But it was like 75% of this store was hair and makeup and skincare, like discounted prices, brands I've never seen in any of the other shops around here where they sell makeup. And then they had some household goods, like they were like dishwasher pods. Like I even got Cena some like a 4-pack of golden something, I don't know, Golden Feast mousse, because she likes mousse, that's like pate, food that she's eaten every single flavor of, and she's so picky. So I picked up 2 of these, one for my son who needs an upgrade of his hygiene kit, and I eyeballed it, and I was like, wow, this looks like a lot of capacity. It says Kung's Back, a northern journey. It's just generic, but I liked the capacity, like the potential for capacity. I almost fit the entire giveaway in here. The giveaway that I'm putting together between now and when I go on holiday, which is going to be around mid-July. I'm just going to have an ongoing, every single video is going to be eligible. You need to be subscribed and comment in the video, and whichever video gets closest to 1,000 views before I leave on vacation, that's the video I'm going to use a comment picker, commentpicker.com, to pick a comment and have a winner. It'll be USA or Canada. I'm sorry, Europe, because I will be taking this thing on vacation with me and mailing it from USPS.com. So I'm just going to have reminders in all my videos leading up into vacation and remind people like, hey, make a comment in this video because I have a running giveaway going on, and whichever video hits 1,000 views before I leave on vacation or closest to, if we don't get there, in Sweden they do thumbs tucked in instead of fingers crossed, that's going to be the one that I draw from. All right. And I want to get the nice nails because we're going to look at this. I think that's going to be like my next video. We're just going to look at, oh dear, we're going to look at what's in there. And the idea is a $500 giveaway. It was $500 giveaway for 500 views, but we need to get more ambitious. I'm sorry, you have to go along on this journey with me. We need to get the watch hours every day. The cumulative number that I carried into my 365 just goes down and down because I'm not making the videos because it's so much harder here to do. But I can work on that. I can try more. I can get up earlier. I already get up at like 5:15, but I can get up earlier and we can do some more get readies. This is some overflow that doesn't fit in there. These are sort of some tools that I'm working on. So it's going to be a pretty decent like USPS box that I end up putting together with whoever wins it. All right, let's get into this. Gonna get into some Rhode. This is new to me, the Rhode Glazing Mist. It's an essence type of milky, it's not like a toner, like a, I don't know, like a base, right? I use it in place of my toner. And in one of my videos that I've done recently, I compared it against the Bubble Cosmic Milk because when you look at them, they look the same. They even smell the same. Like when I say they look the same like in your hand. We're going to go ahead and just, it's safe now. It's safe now to just gently, I'm covering my whole face. Like these things are pretty well healed. I did everything I was supposed to. Look at, you can see the glow on my hands. I did everything I was supposed to make sure that, don't forget the neck and the ears, that I would get these things to heal properly. And I think it's going quite well. All right, so now I'm going to wipe off my hands so that on the other side we can use the bubble, which is more of a toner. There's no essence in this. Essence is the molecule that some brands put in to their products that drinks up, looks very similar, that drinks up everything that you put on top of it. It feels similar. It smells similar, but there's no essence in this. So it might also give off like a little bit of a glow. The roadside's a little bit glowier. It may also give off that glow, but there's no essence in it. So this is one of these things where you can't judge a book by its cover because these two products look very similar. And I do like the bubble. I'm halfway through it. But since I've gotten the glazed milk from Rhode, I'm not going to lie, I've been using it every day. I really, really like it. But I'm a sucker for products with essence. Now there's a confession I want to make. Speaking of Rhode, I know we just got out of the Sephora sale. And I know that I admitted I admit it. This is like my therapy session when I hang out and I'm getting a little out of control in my collection. I admit to you guys what's going on. I admit that I bought more in the last Sephora sale than I had in the previous two. And this was one of the last things I used my 20% off on. And I just liked it so much. I got sucked in. I got sucked in. I did an order after the Sephora sale was over. Did a couple actually to break it up to get more free gifts with purchase. And I bought some more Rhode products. And I'm super excited for those to come in the mail. I think I have enough. I went all in. You know, I had used up one of my magic creams and it was like the 35 mil, I think. And I said to myself, I'm like, you spend quite a bit on restocking your Charlotte Tilbury. Why not spend the same amount of money, but divide it amongst other brands, right? So another thing that I bought is this vitamin enriched face base from Bobbi Brown, which I really like. And so I bought that on Amazon. So I kind of, instead of reinvesting in more Charlotte Tilbury skincare, because I have not repurchased the Milky serum. I'm using an under eye cream here that I got in a Nipsey box, and I'm only highlighting it because it's in the giveaway. It's in the giveaway that I put over there. It's from the brand Sonish, and it's an eye peptide serum. So it kind of comes off a little bit. It's definitely milky. It's not super thick. It has a tint to it, but it's not tinting my skin. And I think I took entirely too much, but I like to drag my under eye serums around my lip contour area and my nose contour area because and right up here where the skin is super thin. I have very thin skin going on up there at the hairline. I just drag that because the under eye serums and creams and all that good stuff tend to be very delicate, thin, if you will. And so, that's why you're supposed to put them on the delicate and thin skin parts of your face. So, anyway, got some Rhode coming, got some Bobbi Brown, didn't reinvest in Charlotte. Charlotte, let me tell you what Charlotte's got out there right now. She has a new eyeshadow product. These have not served me well in the past in any sort of brand. The eyeshadow sticks. I think I ordered one though. I can't remember. I did. I ordered one and I didn't really even get a gift with purchase. I think it's 32 bucks. I did get some points, some reward points. But anyway, I've got one coming. I'll give it a try. I don't know why. I mean, the best thing for me that helps on my vintage lids is just putting a little bit of primer on them. I've found 2 brands, eyeshadow primers that I like, and just dusting them with like whatever bronzer I'm using or very light neutral shade of shadow. It's just, I can't do much with my lids, but you know, I'm a sucker for Charlotte. I didn't go crazy on reinvesting in eye care, or skincare. So I did try her latest product. I can't help myself. I'm going to just go in with this on my lips to get like a little bit of moisture going on because I do have a few new lip products to share. I can't even tell you what this is. TL, and then there's like some little mountains on it. I don't know. For those of you who are tracking my channel, remember I went to Las Vegas. While in Vegas, I went to this expo, as one does in Vegas, right? Goes to these expos or conferences or whatnot, and there were freebies all over the place. Like, I got enough pens to last me like until the apocalypse, and magnets and hand sanitizers, all these kitschy little things that people put their brand logo on and, you know, hope others stop at their booth. They scan your little badge and then you end up with a bunch of junk mail. Anyway, I saw this on one of the tables and I was like, I wonder what that is. I just took it because it looked so fascinating, because I thought if anything, it could be like a little fidget thing, you know. I thought, oh, this could be fun if I'm stressed at my desk. I just pull this out, do one of these numbers. And then I start like opening it up and peeling and walking. It had a lot of plastic on it. And I finally got into it and I realized it was like some sort of lip balm. It was a Score. It was one of my favorite things that I pulled from the swag tables, if you will. All right, so let's go in with a little bit. I'm getting there. I'm getting this skincare down. I pulled out, I want to see if I can get, this is my Guerlain triple lift serum. It's in the 5 milliliter sample. Yes, cool. I was like, can I get a little bit out so I don't have to go into my full size? Because this particular serum from Guerlain, I am totally rationing because when it's gone, it is gone. I'll never be able to afford to buy it again. Now that I'm outside of Canada and I can't go to Shoppers Drug Mart and cash in bonus points and all the things. So, I'm just going to enjoy it while I have it. And I just saw it in my drawer when I was getting stuff out for this video. I'm like, all right, let's get into it. It looks like I have about, I don't know, 4 more applications left in that little 5 mil. So I'm not going to waste any of it. You know, every once in a while you go through your drawers and you're like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, I have that in there too. All right, that was kind of like what happened there. All right, what else did I get at this store, this normal store? Do you guys remember? I can't help talking about Canada. I just can't. I miss it a lot. Do you remember when I got the advent calendar on Amazon from the brand W7? It was really fun to unbox. There were some fun things in there. It was like a steal of a deal too. Anyway, that brand was in the store, and that's like my point of reference, that I bought that advent calendar a couple of years ago. So I bought a few things from the brand that I thought were unique, right? I bought, you would be proud of the restraint that I showed. Because they had Maybelline, they had L'Oreal, they had they had Revolution. I have not seen Revolution in this country anywhere. I didn't get anything because I wanted to think about it. Revolution is not a brand I've had been super hitty with in the past, and so I just passed on it, but I definitely want to go back. Anyway, I don't have, it's been a while since I bought a pH lip and cheek stick, and so I bought it, and look at it, it's jelly. It's one of those cool jelly ones. So that's kind of cool. Although I did use it. It's open. I got all plastic off everything. Let me tell you, it was like the plastic on some of this stuff is the hardest plastic I've ever extracted. They had, okay, so speaking of Maybelline, a Maybelline erase. I bought this in purple recently at like a real deal shop that sells cosmetics here, and I paid much more for the purple one. This is the 05 pink. Took me a while to get the plastic off this, but I don't have this, and this used to be one of my favorite shades when I started my collection. So let's just start cranking it, and maybe something will come out. I'm not done with my skincare anyway. Let's go in with some of my Laneige. I'm almost through this. This is about a month ago. I got this in the Water Bank Hyaluronic Bleu, and it's from the brand Laneige. I got it in a Sephora Favorites bundle, and I've been using it a lot. Really, really like it. I'll probably get through it while I'm waiting for my Rhode and that Bobbi Brown to come. And I still have I still actually have a 35 mil of Charlotte Tilbury hanging out somewhere. And I have my smaller travel size, I think 15 mils, hanging out as well. But I'm just, I think I'm set. I think I have enough magic cream, and I just want to rotate through the Rhode and the Bobbi, and I still have a fair amount of Shiseido that I'm working through in my collection. What I really have too, I have a lot of Estee Lauder that I haven't opened yet. It hasn't hit the air, again, from Shoppers Drug Mart, gifts with purchases and whatnot. So there's all of that. All right, let's let that Laneige water cream like kind of soak, especially the side of my face that has the essence on it. Let's let it soak right in. I wish sometimes I wish I had that background music going on, because the invaders are getting really loud out there. So if you hear that background, just ignore them. We're not done with skincare. I'm going to put on a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury SPF 50. It's like a SPF / primer. And I do have one of those new in the bottle that I'm saving to use this summer. All right, so what else did I get from W7? I keep doing my brows because I got, this is again from W7, Strokes of Genius. I think it's in the shade like light brown. I bought it because it has the micro tip. Took me a while to get the plastic off this one too. I'm not gonna lie, I usually use either NYX brow gel or brow glue rather, and I have a Charlotte Tilbury pencil that's also a fine tip that I repurchased. But this is not bad. Like, check it out. You look at its pigment is coming off. This is not bad in a pinch. Again, I talk about how when it's travel time that I'd much rather travel with sort of my I don't know, my less expensive products in the event that the airline loses my luggage or I leave something in a hotel or in an Airbnb and I'm not like super bummed about it then. I don't know. I don't really like that color. Normally when I put this stuff on, I can't really, I mean, you can't, I'm going to lean in, but boy, my hands are like really greasy. I'm going to lean in so you can kind of see, like there's definitely pigment coming off of this, but it's not, I don't know. It was not, it didn't break the bank, my friends. And you know, it would do in a pinch. Let us go in with the brow gel, brow glue here from NYX. I love this stuff because it not only gives me the tint, the very subtle tint that I like to get on my brows because I like to keep them as natural as possible, but it holds them in place, hence the glue part, right? All right, I'm just going to smooth that out because I don't need the electric brows. So there we go. There's with that. What else? What else? Oh, what else? Oh, check this out from W7, same brand. This, I didn't realize it when I bought it, and I should have. This Lip Surge. I know I'm holding it upside down. I threw one of these in the giveaway too. It is a plumping lip liner. And I tried this one the other day. Look at how fat the applicator is. Oops, that was broke off. That's a sign of, you know, not the best quality. There's that color. So I tried it when I first got it. This one I just got open because I couldn't get the plastic off. So it's like a brown, it's in the brown family. I was like, why do I feel the tingles after I put it on? And then I was like, oh my gosh, those lip liners must have the tingles in them. And now I read it, Lip Surge Plumping Lip Liner. I'm going to keep it in my collection, but we're not going to actually use it today. All right, I'm still waiting. This is the thing, when you let the skincare marinate, like most of you know, it takes a minute. Like you can't just slap the stuff on and start going to town and expect, you know, your makeup to lay nice on top of it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Primer because I'm going to be wandering out. I have to commute to get to the mall to get my nails done. So let's give the face. I hope in your parts of the world, like my parts of the world, you are seeing a little bit more sun and you're seeing some bloom because this is just like so beautiful. I feel like we really have to appreciate nature. I mean, when we get the chance. I'm not being like a tree hugger or anything right now. I just, and you know, I'm not preaching about being an enemy of the planet or anything like that. But I just think it's really special, and especially when you're young, you just don't appreciate it as much. Although I think I did. I was kind of an outdoorsy, grew up in the country and in the summer on the lake and stuff. So I've always kind of appreciated the smells and the sounds of nature, but without being like overboard, right? Meaning like living in the mountains and stuff. I also really appreciate a city. I love the sounds of a city, like that Petula Clark song, Downtown. You know, when you're in trouble, blah, 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 you can go downtown, listen to the rhythm of the something in the city, like the sounds of the sirens, people talking on the street. I just love to, I lived in the heartbeat of New York City for several years in my younger days. And so I can walk both worlds. Give me the country, 100% happy. Give me the heartbeat of a city. I want to hear it all. Perfectly happy too. But I think it's important to just appreciate nature. And that's what I'm doing right now, because here in Stockholm and even in my backyard, everything is blooming. The smells, I went for a walk on lunch at work yesterday, and I cut through like this forest path, and I smelled like all the trees and the dirt, and you know, there were kids playing it there. I don't know if they were like on recess or whatever. It's right in the middle of the city. That's the thing about Stockholm. There's some really like green parts. Like you're like in a capital city, but you can be in some parts and you feel like you're in the country. It's really lovely. It's really lovely the way the city is was planned and is maintained, really. Anyway, I was walking through that path, and it brought me back to being a kid on my own recess. And like I remembered those smells on recess because we had my school was kind of like on a hill in the middle of of forest. So I don't know. That's my public service announcement of the day. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, take a break to smell the roses. All right, there we go. The skincare is down. We're skinning. Is that like it? Is that what I got? Yeah, so I got the plumpers, I got the pH balance blush, I got a Maybelline eraser. Yeah. And what came in the mail? What came in the mail? And I've talked about this. My CoverGirl lip stain in the shade Sugar Girl. It was running out on me. It was getting like really kind of like I compared it to a worn in pair of shoes. And like so my new one came in the mail. I love these things. It took me a while to warm up to them. Honestly, when I first bought these things, I was like, I don't know how I feel about them. But now with the whole like blurring of the lip liner being a thing and less, like I don't know, like contoured lined lip liner. I'm way into this blurring thing, and so I just take the side of my lip liners. This is the new one. Look at that. And I've just instantly like increased, although it's a little uneven. I just made my lip a little bit bigger. I have no desires, by the way. If I had the money, there's absolutely no way you would catch me getting lip filler. No judgment. Absolutely no judgment. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. It would freak me out. It would totally freak me out. You're supposed to shake these things. This is the new one, by the way. And it is been in my bag since I got it. I had to take it out of my work bag to do this video. But you can see on the lower, and there I have like a little freckle right there that it completely covered up. Rather than using the tip, I'm using like the side of it. Just getting in there. Just getting in there. All right, let's do a tiny bit of do you think I got my hands now are really like greasy from doing all that skincare, but nothing's coming out. Do you think I got a bad one? Oh no, wait. It's coming out now. Not a lot though. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, there it is. It's supposed to be pink. There, it's coming out. All right, I didn't get a rip off. This is what I want to do this summer. I want to come in with the lighter and brighter pinkies for my concealer. There it is. There it is. There it is. So I want to know in the comments what people are thinking about my idea for having this giveaway. It's just going to be ongoing. I feel like I can make my own rules. I make my own rules anyway. It's just going to be totally ongoing until I get something close to those 1,000 views. I'm sorry, my friends. I need your help on this one. I truly, truly do. This is like the best giveaway I've ever done. I don't know. I think it is. It's definitely going to be the one with the most value because I just keep squirreling stuff away and putting more and more. Oh, something else I'm going to be putting in there. I got these in the mail. Ordered them from Amazon. Compressed facial sponges. I have a lot. I think this is like 100 packs. So I'm going to be adding a sleeve of these. Here's what a sleeve looks like. I'm just reaching over. I put it in the thing. So it looks like this in the sleeve, and then you get it wet, and it instantly goes up to like this. And it's, you're in it. Oh, and the whole thing about this, talking about the environment, is it's completely biodegradable, but you can also reuse it. So when it'll never go back to this composition. Once you get it wet, but you can reuse it a couple of times at this, and it's just like, it exfoliates, it cleans your face. So I thought that would be fun. I put a sleeve of those in. All right, did we get some brightness? Did we get a little bit of brightness? I love this shade. I remembered this shade. I was really into this. This was when I first started my midlife makeup crisis and expanding my collection. I don't know, going on 3 years ago. This was the first kind of like concealer that I bought and I was sold on. I was like, I love these things. I bought them in a couple of different shades, including this shade. So again, if you're looking for like a brightening, sort of pinkish, it's this shade 05 in the Maybelline eraser. These come, like I said, I have it in purple. These come in all the shades. You can get it in green. If you've got some redness you want to neutralize, you can get it, close to whatever your skin tone is, like a true, if you want to use it as a true concealer. Like, so this is my Kosa one. That's also, it's supposed to be in that like sort of pinkish category. So it's, oh, now I'm going to be uneven. Let's just try to dab. Just look at how much a little bit goes. Like I just put that little dab and I was able to move it around different parts of my face. This Kosas one is much thicker. The thing I like about this Maybelline eraser, the formula on this, it just really, it doesn't feel pasty. Now I feel like I've gotten like a little bit of patchiness going on that I'm gonna have to work to blend, but from the Kosas, but it did like instantly like brighten me up. There, we gotta go. I've held you completely too long. I almost have gone through everything I wanted to talk about, but I do have something out on my station that I wanna show everyone. I want to take this is like a follow-up. This is like a Gen X Glam and Gab follow-up update. Do you guys remember when I did a video on this? Elf sold this online, and whenever they do stuff, like, I don't know, when they get their, I'm on the mailing list, okay? I even get the text messages, and when Elf sends a message that they've got some special edition thing, like, I bust my butt right over there. So it was one of these deals where you got like their lip balms and in these different shades, okay? And then you got this gigantic applicator, you know, it is the you know, it's like this. It's their Halo Liquid Glow. This is the dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Anyway, you get to empty one of these, and it came, I got it, I did a video, it came with some cool little like bedazzled jewels that you could design, I guess, on this, and I couldn't understand it. I didn't understand where it was coming from. So then I was like, I better look this up. There's got to be some rhyme or reason. So then I did a search, and I found all of these shorts of people, like apparently, and guys, I can't believe nobody told me this. Please tell me things. Don't think like if you make a comment and like you correct me on something or you inform me, that's what it's all about. And Barb W is really good at that. I love Barb W for that. She's like, you know, that was really shade this, or that lipstick wasn't Maybelline. It was, you have to do it because we're a community. You can't let me perpetuate any sort of fake news because I don't catch myself because I don't edit, right? We just upload. Anyway, so if anybody knew what this was all about when I did the original video, nobody said anyway. So I had to go look. So apparently there was a trend going around where people were emptying out their Halo Glow like this, and they were taking their lip balms from Elf and they were cutting off the tops, or they were squeezing from the bottom, and they were combining, and they were just making like a potpourri, like oversized. So so Elf listened, and they decided to put this kit together so that people didn't have to, I don't know, waste this product. Like, can you imagine? Like, what a waste. Like, dumping this out. I'm going to use a little bit of this. Dumping this out just so that you could get to the glass and, I don't know, wash out the glass and then cut open several different lip balms and try to make some sort of blender DIY at home. I don't know. So that's the story there. I thought I would just give an update. We're getting all of the glow going on because that Charlotte Tilbury SPF primer, that also gives kind of a nice little glow. It's not a tint though. It is not a tint. You know, if Charlotte came out with an SPF product that was that same formula that she's got in that primer, and there was a little bit of a tint to it, I would be down. Oh, you know what else I ordered? I say I think because I do this stuff before I go to bed sometimes. Anybody else had that terrible habit of ordering before bed? Sephora put their full-size MAC lipsticks on sale for basically the cost of buying a mini. They dropped down to $18.50. So I bought a couple shades. I went a little bit too far down with that Shuggy Girl. I can see the line. It's not quite blurred, but yeah, we're just hanging out. All right, last thing, where is it? We got to try this. I'm sorry, I didn't put that on my lips. Let's just put it on her cheek. That is pink, all right. That is pink, and again, it's like that jelly tip. I brought out my new hourglass that I did get in the And in the Sephora sale, so I did get 20% off this mini. I thought I could go over it with the Hourglass powder, which I believe is the, you know, the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer blush, baked blush that came out was supposed to be a dupe of this. And I honestly don't know if it's necessarily a dupe, to tell you the truth, but they both have that swirly swirl effect to them. Let's go in with a little bit of this. I'm looking for my dome. This is my favorite dome-shaped blush head, and it's from Essence. Speaking of Essence, Essence sent me a text message yesterday saying that they're doing like alert, and they use the red siren-y looky emoji, that they're doing some sort of massive sale. I didn't run over there and check it out because I just plussed up my Rhode skincare collection and bought some more lipsticks and all the things, so I didn't necessarily need to run over there and buy some more Essence. But I think when I'm home on vacation, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate bronzer and just go on the lids. I'm going to go down the sides of my nose, and I am going to take it across the top of my forehead and warm myself up a little bit, and then get out the door because it's time. It is time to go. It's time to get everybody going with their day. I appreciate you hanging out. I feel like I did cover a fair amount of ground in this video. We talked about my new finds at the new store Normal here. We talked about like getting out and enjoying nature. We talked about the new giveaway that I'm cooking up. I appreciate everyone's comments. I read them all. I listen to them all. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate everyone that hangs out with me when I do these get readies. All right, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. Thank you again. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.